Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is Tuesday, which means I'm doing art around the world. And it is the month of August, which means I'm doing Botswana. And today I wanted to talk about pottery. And I thought I would try my hand at some hand pottery. Now they use a different clay body than I am using. I am currently using Sculpey. This is white. This is oven bake. I will link everything in the description box. This is for kids 8 and older. This is a fun one. It's a little tough. We have some air drying clay. If you suffer from carpal tunnel or arthritis but want to try a really soft clay sort of sculpting material, I will link the air drying clay as well, because that one is a ton of fun and comes in a lot of bright fun colors. So let's get started. I'm going to try and make a pot here, but I need to flatten it out, so that's currently what I am working on while I chat with you. So earthenware pottery making skills are practiced sort of in the southeastern location of Botswana, and the female potters use clay soil. So it is clay they find off the land, and they use weathered sandstone, iron oxide, cow dung, water, wood, and grass to make pots of different forms. Now the designs and styles sort of relate to traditional practices and beliefs of the community, and the pots are used for storing beer, fermenting a sorghum meal, fetching water, cooking, ancestral worship, and traditional healing rituals. And when they collect these soils and these different clays and things, the master potter, which I'm going to assume is the top head potter of the group, communicates with the ancestors through meditation, so she will be guided to the ideal spot. And after collection, the weathered sandstone and clay soil are pounded using a mortar and pestle, and then sieved, and the resulting powders are mixed with water to form the clay body. So they kind of have to make sure they get all the big chunks out first, so it's not too lumpy. And then the pots are slab built, which is what I'm doing. You create sort of one huge, thin, evenly sort of spaced and thickened piece, and then fashioned into round or cylindrical or oval shapes, and they start at the base and they end at the rim, and then they smooth it with a wooden paddle. So once decorated, these pots are fired in a pit kiln, which is kind of, you can sort of create your own kiln with a barbecue pit. I will link that article if you are interested. And these earthenware skills are transmitted, they're sort of passed down, daughters and granddaughters, through observation and practice. So this art is kind of dying out a little bit because of the number of master potters, and then the low prices for finished goods, and the increasing use of mass-produced containers. So I was reading in another article, and it said that few households in Botswana still use traditional pots as receptacles to hold water. There's only a small number of rural women who are still making these pottery. So, and it's mostly just to sell. So we're hoping that with the rise of tourists and different markets and the internet, that this tradition will recover. And then, you know, modern ceramics are produced at several small scale potteries in some areas near Gaborone. So I will link a few articles and a place where you can buy fair trade mugs and cups and dishes and things that are all made and styled. They're so beautiful. There's one that's like an elephant jug. It's so gorgeous. Out of pottery. These are so beautiful. Yeah, I have a ton of articles if you're interested. The pottery is so beautiful. So they think the pots were as early made as 7000 BC. And these are just so cool. I will link some beautiful photos from different areas. All right. This is sort of getting the thickness I kind of want. When you go to do pottery at a pottery studio, you can get it with sort of grit and texture put in it. And just know that if your hands are really sensitive, you're going to feel that texture, or you can get the clay body without anything, without any texture, which is kind of fun. So, let's see. All right. This is going to be a very, very small pot. I have these textured wooden, these are really cool. These belong to my son. They went through a huge, huge Play-Doh phase. And every once in a while they take it back up. So he has some wooden texturized fun things. Anyway, let's see if I can do this. It's going to be a very, very small pot. You sort of shape the body as you... It's more of a pinch pot, isn't it, at this size? We'll see. We'll see if I can do this. If not, I'll be handing this to my kids and they can sculpt earrings. They can make dangly earring shapes with this. It's easier to do on a wheel with clay from the earth, but this is what I have. And I just thought it would be fun to try something new. She says with pinched hand nerves from drawing too much. Oh, I love art so much. Art's my jam. And then I can I have different cutting tools and things, and I can cut like excess that I don't want and make sure that the lip is as tall and as thick as I need it to be before I cook it. Bake it in the oven. And I think the instructions, so you don't microwave this after you've cooked it. Good grief. It's 15 minutes per 1/4 inch or 6 millimeter thickness at 275 Fahrenheit or 130 Celsius. So the instructions are on the packaging. This comes in a really cool sort of like ivory color. I would have preferred, you know, dark brown. But my kids use a bunch of this for homeschool hands-on history projects. So that's what we're doing. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of a mashup of different things, but I really wanted to try and make a slab bowl. It's more of a pinch pot, but that's all right. We learn through practice. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.